Hello, hello. Yep, there we go. Okay, audio's good. There's a little bit of a delay on. There we go. That should be loud enough. Just as a heads up, there might be a delay in the chat, so I might not be able to see your messages fast enough, but I'll still read them even if they are delayed. But I got in really far in Mario plus Rabbids Mushroom Kingdom battle, and I rather finish the game because like I finished half of the game and like all I need to do now is just do a few more challenge missions and stuff. So let's get into it. So how's everybody been doing? Uh, a few family members came in town to visit, and like I was happy to see them. That's about it. So far, I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying this game a lot. Like it takes strategy, and it's like a pseudo RPG that that I didn't think I would enjoy, but I've enjoyed it for quite a while. But there have been some problems with the game itself. I will say this. Like, hold on a second, let me show you. Like, there was a few glitches with the game. Like, this is what I recorded. Not that. Not the rabbit licking that rabbit. That's not the problem. Yeah, if you saw that right there, there was like a couch glitching really quickly. Like literally, assets would during the haunted area level, a bunch of assets would just appear out of the blue, and just like appear around Mario and the others, with no thing. I don't mod my Switch. I don't mess with my Switch. I play the game and that's it. But like I've been having problems with the game like that, where assets would just reappear and disappear out of the blue. It just buffer as if they were supposed to be there. I probably that's why Ubisoft like put this on sale like a few weeks ago. But they just would reappear and disappear without questions. Like literally, that house isn't supposed to be there. That house is not supposed to be there whatsoever. And like they would just glitch. They would literally just glitch throughout the game. Where I'm just playing and I'm just like, oh, okay, a house appeared, and I thought my game was being corrupted or something. And it wasn't just in that area. There it is. It's really quick. If you, it's really quick. Like buildings would just disappear, reappear. Boulders that would like cut off, or walls that would cut off the area would appear. Like like I said before, I don't mod my Switch. I don't change anything in my Switch. I don't mess with the save files or anything. At best, I just take advantage of the fact that like Nintendo now allows you to like use a USB, like a a C-type USB to transfer save files and pictures and videos over to your PC or phone. And like that's about it. What happened? Like Ubisoft, please take care of this, please. But like I said before, I'm actually enjoying this game. It's really it's a good strategy based game that I wouldn't mind seeing more of a genre. I've heard and read online it's similar to XCOM, but like that's a really gritty game, and like I'm not much of a gritty person except for the fact that I literally own Shadow the Hedgehog for PlayStation 2. I got that as a present because a family member of mine thought like, oh, Shadow, Sonic, they're the same thing. I mean, it uses the same engine at best, but it's not the same. I mean, like, sure, they're both from the same company, but gameplay and story-wise, no. So I beat each and every chapter, got a perfect on each one. And then for challenges, I haven't gotten a perfect on this because I'm trying to save up as many orbs that I can to get it. And once I get a perfect on this, I have to try to find the secret chapter. I gotta get a good on that. I mean, I'm perfect on that. I'm trying to 100% this game thoroughly because, like, when you're raised in a household where like your parents like, why do you want a new game after you just got this game that I bought you like a week ago? Like the rule with my mother was that if you don't 100% the game, I'm not buying you a new game. And like she made a good point because you don't truly start to enjoy the game if you don't 100% it, in my opinion. Because you do miss over some things, and you do miss over like you miss some good hidden details and like aspects to the game, because like I'll come back to the challenges later because that's what I have to do to get some more orbs. But like you start to appreciate the game the more you play, because I think that's why a lot of people have certain favorite games, because they start to appreciate the aspects of it. Because like look at this art that like I miss. Like I said this before last stream, I miss the fact that most games now don't have like like art assets or OS or listen to the soundtrack or anything like that. I miss that, where like you can look at the art and like take appreciation. Like look at this concept art. We could have gotten Toad Goombas. And like you want to see how it would have been. There's sort of like rough drafts of like when a movie gets made and like there's a script. And that's like the screenplay, and they're like, let's erase and change some things, but you still see some of the aspects and like what they kept over and put in the main game or put in the main source that's finished. Like I wouldn't mind having this as like a wallpaper for my desktop or a poster for my room. And like you could tell they took a lot of care and time and appreciation for the source material. Let's not talk about this. But I love seeing the art aspects and seeing how well they designed this. Like I love art. I love seeing the concept art. I love seeing how like, oh, how does the anatomy work? What are the hidden details of it? Oh, hi Mario 3000. Legal Pow P. I do not know what you're saying, but welcome. But like, just look at all this appreciation for the art of the game and like all these, because like we look over so many things and details of a game that we don't take appreciation for it. But I won't spoil most of the other stuff. You're gonna have to play the game on your own to find out. But let's get into it and start doing some challenges, because I want to try to 100% this game, and hopefully with the help of some people who don't mind helping out a person, I can 100% this game. Wait, what did I not perfect? No, I perfect all of them. Fair. Good. Yeah. There we go. Just redoing some challenges. Just redoing some, doing some new challenges to get some more orbs so I can upgrade my characters. I like the tree branch system. Smash Bros. Ultimate had it, but it wasn't on the same. It's like on the same line, but it felt a little lacking. Oh, we could just skip this. I like how they allow you to go back in the past and like try to do some missions over again because you messed up. I'm trying to find a good setup. So recently during this time, I've been going back to watch some old shows that like came out and were considered new back at the time. And I watched like the Harley Quinn cartoon show, and it's a good show. It's a good show. The one thing that I can give to DC that they do better than Marvel is that they're good at making like animated shows, because back then, like on Fox Kids, they had like the amazing, they had this not the Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm getting that confused with the WB one. But they had a Spider-Man show which was based off the comics, closely based off the comics, and it was good. It was good. I loved it. I had like a VHS as a kid of it. But the thing is, with most like Marvel properties now, whenever they get a cartoon, it sort of falls flat because of the fact that like they try too hard to like be hip and new, and like the thing about a timeless character is that you don't, like in my opinion, the thing about a timeless character is that you don't need to try to update and make that character be hip and try to fit in with the future. The thing that makes it timeless is that they can be in any period and still be fresh by not, like, you know, forming to the standards of the new hip trends of now. And that's the fun part about it. Because like Spider-Man, Mario, Sonic, Superman, DC, like the best part about these characters is that they're timeless, and they don't need to upgrade to fit in with the time. You can put them in any situation, and that's also with SpongeBob, because like I've seen SpongeBob episodes where like Pearl's talking on her phone, but it's not like a smartphone. It's more like a flip phone, because like that's that little touch that you have to appreciate from the writing and art staff. because they don't update SpongeBob and the crew too much, because Plankton still has like 1950s like robots who are trying to help him. But the thing about the Harley Quinn show that I've watched, the show's written well. Harley Quinn's trying to like spoilers ahead. If you don't like spoilers, I don't know, skip. But the thing about the new Harley Quinn show, well, it's not new anymore. It's been out for like about I think a year, 3 years. But the thing about the Harley Quinn show is that like the characters are written well. I like the fact that they make fun of themselves, because like that's one thing Marvel does good, is that like, not Marvel, DC can make fun of their characters and be like, dude, you literally are nothing but a clown who pulls jokes. He's like, I don't pull jokes, I do it as art, in a sense, and that's good. But the other thing is that like I get sick and tired of how like, because like meta humor is funny, but too much can make a thing seem flat. But back to the Harley Quinn show. I keep getting off topic. The Harley Quinn show is really good. The animated cartoon one. It's well written. It's well made. The characters are relatable, but at the same time still do their own thing. But the thing is, like, with one story in particular, I remember they made Kite Man a C-list Batman villain, if I remember correctly. They made him have like a love story with Poison Ivy, and that's nice, seeing that like Poison Ivy and Kite Man to get together. Like, they started off small. They weren't an item off the bat. Like, oh, will they? Won't they? But then slowly they start having committed relationships, and I thought that was cute. I really liked that. But the downside to that is like in the story, and like when the series progressed, they tried to like make Harley and Ivy have a thing throughout the series. Like, oh, Harley and Ivy, will they be a couple? Won't they be a couple? And like, I'm okay with the idea of that, but how they handled it, because like Kite Man and Poison Ivy get into a dedicated relationship to where like Kite Man's proposing to Ivy, and like, oh no, he's proposing, and like, you really want to see these guys make it work. You really want to see a couple out of Kite Man and Poison Ivy, because like the more you research about the character of Kite Man, you think to yourself like, oh, he's just another C-list Batman villain. But then when you read more about him, is that he's like literally a man so down on his luck, nothing really good happens to him. You want him to actually want him to win one once in his life. You want him to, like, you know, be on top. Because literally Kite Man's a parody or a tribute to Charlie Brown. Because, you know, Charlie Brown flies kites, and nothing ever works out for him. And you just want to see him win. But how they write it is that, like, during like a bachelorette party of Poison Ivy, because Harley plans it, they accidentally sleep together. Well, not accidentally, but I think they get drunk. From what this one I'm remembering, they get drunk, they sleep together, and then like Poison Ivy's like, oh, Harley, no, I'm getting married next week, and Harley's like, oh, come on, Ivy, I'm sorry about this, but like, they feel sorry about it, but they don't feel sorry about it, because they're like, oh, if it's so wrong, then how come it feels so right? And how they set that up just sort of feels like, dude, if we don't make Harley and Poison Ivy get together, people are going to be mad at us. What should we do? Let's just, you know, make Kite Man just not get married to Ivy. That way people don't get mad at us. And I hate it. I in a sense I truly do hate it. Cause like like I said, I don't mind Harley and Poison Ivy being in a relationship, cause both have been like beat up so much by other people. But how they did it, they just did Kite Man dirty. Hey Dovis, yeah, I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game. Just talking about the Harley Quinn animated series, and talking about how they really you know, cucked over Kite Man. They cucked Kite Man, and it's not good. It's really not good. The show's good, but like I hate how they handled how you know, Kite Man gets dealt with. But wait, can I kill him? There we go. But I love how like they don't try to make Kite Man a villain, because a lot of people got attached to the character, and like overall he's just like, listen Ivy, I know you love Harley, I know you love Harley, and I'll just do this for you, I'll just do this. And he just leaves Ivy at his own wedding, or Ivy leaves him, because like at the end of the season Ivy and Harley confessed their love to one another, and you think like, oh wow, they actually did it, they confessed their love. But like it's a bittersweet ending, because you know Harley Harley Quinn is Joker's on again, off again like love interest in a sense. She got her own animated series to like be like, yo, I don't need the Joker, I can be my own person. I'm not defined by the people I hang out with, I'm defined by myself. It's a good show, but like I'm talking about how they did a character wrong, because they literally cut the character by having his love interest sleep with the main character. And like it's not good, because like everybody started liking Kite Man, the character who got like, you know, like cheated on, and like that's what happens when you write such a good character who becomes like a side character to become a main character, and you want this character to like succeed. You don't want to see this character fail. Like that's what happens when you write such a good character. Everybody starts to be like, oh wow, this character's great. But then as soon as But as soon as you like bring in something else, like as soon as you write in another story, it can really take off like how people feel about the main characters. Because like Harley's supposed to be the main character, she's supposed to be like the underdog achiever, but then as soon as you throw in Kite Man, the underdog achiever to where like you're supporting Harley sort of goes away, and you sort of just want her to fail, because like Kite Man has a little bit more, I don't know, worse than Harley. I know most people are gonna be mad at me and say like, Skippy, how can Harley have it worse than Kite Man? She's treated like an object by the Joker, and like they're not wrong, she is. But like she found independence for herself and took motivation to stand up and like become her own person. But with Kite Man, it's sort of the same thing, but unlike Harley in the show, like unlike Kite Man and Harley in the show, Harley knows her family's messed up. Kite Man knows his family's messed up, but he just wants to get that love, and he just wants to prove to them that he's not a failure and that he's doing the right thing. And then he proves to them, but then like he messes up, not because of his own actions, but because of Ivy's actions. It's a good show, but I really wouldn't mind Kite Man getting his own show, or like there's a show about C-list Batman or DC superheroes. Do I play chess? I used to play chess back in grade school, but like I joined the chess club, but I started hating it because like chess seems like a really overcomplicated game that I couldn't understand. So no, I don't play chess. I used to play chess. Wasn't really good at it. I play checkers. I prefer checkers more over than chess. Wait, did I mess up? Okay, good. Good. She can only go so far. I don't play chess. And if you're asking like if I have that I forgot the name of the game, but the Nintendo game mix, like all those old games that are like Nintendo copyright, so no Uno, no trouble. I don't have it. I don't own that game. I mean, like, I'm willing to play chess. It's just that I might lose, and like, it's okay to lose because you learn from your mistakes. And if you keep losing, you probably won't learn from your mistakes. But like, sure, I don't mind playing a game of chess. Is there like an online website that you can do it on? Because I don't know if I want to buy because like Nintendo Switch games cost a lot, even though they shouldn't. Because like some games cost a lot, though some shouldn't really cost that much. Need more to back up to that. Yeah, a lot of people play on the Nintendo Switch online game that I talked about earlier. I forgot what it was called, 50 Game Mix or something. But like that game costs like $60, but it feels like it should cost like 30 or 40. Because like I will say this, Nintendo makes a bunch of games that feel like they shouldn't cost that much, but they do. Because like Nintendo always used to talking about like, oh, we have Nintendo's seal of quality, but yet they can't get their Joy-Cons right. Oh, we have the greatest quality that we have the greatest quality. Nintendo, my Joy-Cons broke. Oh, your Joy-Cons broke? That's not our problem. That's your problem. You probably played too hard. I played too hard because of your game, because of the fact that, like, don't blame me. I'm not the one who... Yeah, I didn't really break my Joy-Con. Like, I literally bought them the last day. Well, that's still your fault. Not our fault. No. Your fault. Thanks, Nintendo. You're welcome. I need Rabbit Mario to move. So they can have space right there. But I know I talked about this last time, because like, I don't know if I talked about this last time, but a lot of reviewers like to like criticize stuff that they're not really interested into. But when it turns out, when it's something that they like, they'll defend it with their heart and soul, and won't take criticism from anybody else. Some do, some don't, because they're really picky. I think Nintendo's trying their best, but they're getting a little bit too big for their britches. And with most game companies, they think they can't do any wrong. Cause I know Nintendo's trying to do their best by, like, you know, cater to everybody. But you can only cater to so many people until, like, it becomes apparent that, like, you can't really cater to anybody. I'll save the track sheet for later. Okay, since he's done, let's heal up Toadette. Right, now let's wait for the end. I mean, like, everybody's open to an opinion, Dovis. You don't have to be a... I'm not saying that you're ashamed of it, but, like, a lot of people think that, like, if somebody gives their opinion on something, it's word and factual. Like, they don't have to show any proof or evidence of it. Because, like, I see that a lot with YouTube reviewers where they're like, oh, this movie sucks. And if you don't agree with me, then you suck. And I see that a lot. Because, like, people take it as factual soul, and, like, they think it's proof. There we go. How many turns was I supposed to do? I'm already at 5. Did I have 8? If I have 8, then I should have gotten Luigi. I really wish there was a thing called skip enemy's turn instead of, like, fast forward enemy's turn. But you see so many people, like, get upset or they can't take other people's opinion. I think that's the point of opinions. Everybody has one. Everybody's open to an opinion. Put Peach in Overwatch. I just love seeing the Mario character just snipe a person from a distance. Okay, I think Toadette can make it from here. And then, yep, right there. Okay, did I get a perfect? Yep, right there, perfect. I mean, like I said before, I'm okay with playing chess, but I don't have the Nintendo Online game. I said if there's like a online like website that you could play online chess with people, I'd be down for it. I know there's other ways to play chess. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, fair. Okay, I got 2 goods and I got 1 good and 2 fairs. Like I'm okay for I'm down for a chess game. It's not your fault, Dovis. You don't say sorry. I'm down for playing a game of chess. Oh wait, gotta turn them around. But other than that, like, there's like most like I know a lot of people still like playing with board games, like physical board games, because board games are still fun. I still love playing board games. But like Hasbro or Mattel or Parker Brothers, they could earn a lot of money if they decide to like in my opinion, if they decide to, I don't know, make their board games virtual. Like if they put out like a game compilation called like Parker Brothers Top 10 or something like that, or Hasbro's Board Game Bonanza. Like I would buy a virtual game of that. I know Nintendo has chess. I don't know why they added that extra health feature. Of course I'm going to use it. I didn't use it for most of the game, but I don't know if it was like a feature for easy mode, because I didn't know if it affected the game too much. But like, if you can find a website that we can that we can play it on, then I'm up for it. I'm all game. Just know that I'm going to lose. Ah, too not big enough. Wonder if I can.
Gotcha. Let's play.
Like I said, I joined the chess club. I'm not a genius at it. I just know how to somewhat play it. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, I can kill one. Ooh, nice. And then I just have this. I'll weaken them. But like I said, if you can find a website where you can play online chess with people, then I'm all game. I'm up for it. Okay, wrong one, Mario, but okay, I'll take it. Jeez, they're really kicking the butt out of Mario. Well, I can always head back over there and help Mario out. Rabbit Mario can come in with the kill. There we go. Got a perfect on that. When you go back to play old games, you do get addicted to it. Cause like you realize how fun they were, and like you realize how like, oh, I can understand how like people in the 18th century enjoyed playing these games. You know what? I'll have Rabbit Mario go first. Kill, and then Mario come in for a kill again, and I'll have him. There's not really any safe place to play except for behind there. Okay, 2 down. Yeah, like playing old board games is really fun, especially if you have like your family and friends. Cause I had one of my friends showed me like this old board game place, like near my high school, and like that's the fun part about like board games, and also visiting and exploring downtown where you live, cause you never know what you might find. He just killed off his own teammate. That's good. And Rabbit Mario kill. Critical. Cause like one of my favorite board games I used to play as a kid was Mousetrap, and it's still a good game. I like. Hear me out, Hasbro or whoever owns the rights to Mousetrap. Listen to me. This is what you should do for Mousetrap. Like right now. Like, okay. I remember when I got my Nintendo Switch, they had like this bonus deal at GameStop where like, oh, if you buy the Nintendo Switch, you get Mario Monopoly. And like with Mario Monopoly, you could buy like these booster packs where like you get a character piece, and you also get a special character card to help out with the game, which felt like DLC, but I took it. I bought it anyway. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with most people. Well, not wrong with most people, but what I'm trying to say is that if you don't have the full game, it doesn't feel finished, and like that's how I feel. Oh, excuse me. But like this is my idea for the next version of Mousetrap. Make people buy the Mousetrap game for like $20. Add in the basic stuff. But here's the thing: make booster packs or booster parts where you can interchange the Mousetrap. So, like, say for instance, oh, Billy brought over his piece of the mouse of like Billy brought over his Mousetrap pieces to make a specific trap for Mousetrap. And like if Billy wins the game and his pieces take over the board more than anybody else's, then Billy wins by default, even if he does lose. Like that would be a great idea for a game. Yeah, that's how I feel. Cause like Because like you see a lot of shows and you see a lot of if you see anything, you want to see the complete final of it if you get invested in it. Okay, I need Rabbit Mario to kill. Okay, good. Kill. Thank you. Thank you for Kazoon-tiding me. There we go. This chapter is clear but perfect. Oh, 2 turns each. And with the same cast. Only got 2 fairs. Oh, this is the boss. I could probably beat Phantom with this team setup. Or maybe I should switch out for Rabbit Mario, because Rabbit Yoshi, because Rabbit Yoshi can do multi-hits and multi-slides. But like, a lot of people criticize stuff thinking that if it's not made for them, then it's not made for anybody. And you just sort of have to think, like, how do these, like, there's specific demographics for people. People in India love Tom and Jerry. Like, cause literally on YouTube there's like this show called Rat-a-Tat, and it's about like a bunch of rats bothering a dog, and it sounds similar to Tom and Jerry. It really does. I'll put Mario in Overwatch because he needs to watch out for the Valkyries. It's amazing how the bazooka doesn't do much damage, but the small little blaster does. This turn won't go. Whoa! Rabbit Mario can kill again. You can do it. It's like, I don't know if it's a pun on Rat-a-Tat, or I don't know if Rat-a-Tat's a thing.
Can't hurt me now. Too much stage adrenaline. Imbecile. I'm a national treasure.
Turn your mic. Please turn up your mic or lower your. Okay, how about now? Am I louder now? I'll probably lower the game. Hold on. It's hard to get those audio levels just right. For me, that is. Yeah, let's bring this down to negative 15.5. There we go. How's that sound now? Wait a second. What the? I like how you just Wait, was that pipe always there? I can't tell because this game has been having so many glitches with it that I'm starting to think that most of the things that I think I saw aren't supposed to be there. Because I literally look at this. Okay, I know I'm not having delusion. Rabbit Mario just, yeah, Rabbit Mario just clips back in there, no animation. Okay, Rabbit Mario still has.
Only under the spotlight am I at peace. My stage technique allows me to keep my composure under the spotlight. Imbecile! While the spotlight is on its
I can't do anything. Okay, nice pushback. Okay, these guys showed up.
to my stage adrenaline. Only under the spotlight am I at peace. My stage technique allows me to keep my composure under the spotlight. Only under the spotlight am I at peace.
What I want to know is how come I can't like shoot the canisters? Okay, let's just have you. I want to try to redo this. I want to try to redo the boss. Well, this is a Ubisoft game, not a. They only let Ubisoft use like the Nintendo characters and Donkey Kong. This is more to blame. This Ubisoft's more to blame for this than Nintendo. Nintendo's more to blame with quality of their Joy-Cons and some products, and the reasoning and like questioning why they cost so much. Cause I remember. Wait a second. Can I do something? I think I got an idea. Cause I remember when the Nintendo Online came out, and a lot of people were questioning it, being like, how come it costs so much? I have to have them roll together as a pack. But I'll let Rabbit Mario destroy this. Come over here. Because next there's going to be 2 generators. One up there and one's down there. Yeah, this is a Ubisoft game.